We again collided with our championship rival. It's round 3 of this Mobile GP Championship. Here we are in my home country for the Japanese Grand Prix. We are currently in second place in the driver standings, just 5 points behind Russell in the lead, and tied with Norris having 35 points. A good result here will definitely boost our momentum. However, surprising news came in after Q1 and Q2. The championship leader, George Russell, is out in Q1, and my teammate Oscar had a mechanical failure in Q2. This is a huge step back in the constructor standings. My team is aiming for the team's crown this season, but one driver has to start from the back of the grid. So my result here will be crucial, as we are already in Q3. My first lap was good enough for P6. The AI got faster in qualifying after the update. Here we go for the last lap of qualifying. I set purple and personal best in the first 2 sectors. Here we go, exiting the final corner. Where will the starting grid be? Let's look at the results. It's Lando Norris on pole, Hamilton in second, and Leclerc in third. We improved our time, but it wasn't good enough to gain position. We're gonna start from P6, having my championship rival from last season right in front of me, which ended up with another controversy. Here we are on the grid. This track combines technical sections with high-speed corners, making it a true challenge for drivers. In qualifying, I felt I was too slow on straights, so I lowered the wing angle before the last run in Q3. It won't be easy to overtake here since the track is narrow, but looked like we were having a big advantage in Sector 1. Where can we finish in front of my home fans?
Let's bring this race home, mate.
And it's lights out and away we go!
Decent reaction from someone came alongside me and immediately backs off. Verstappen and Leclerc are going wheel to wheel ahead. Leclerc has been forced wide. I'm sending down to the inside of Leclerc into turn 2. Aggressive, but brilliant move we made. Verstappen went deep into turn 3. We're going wheel to wheel, but Verstappen forced us wide onto the grass. Can we stop in time? Oh, that was so close. Thanks to the gravel, we managed to stay in one piece. But what a disaster! We're down to last place. We came together again with my last season championship rival. He came far beyond the limit. I was completely alongside him into turn 3. Of course, it was my misjudge to hang around the outside there, but I was pretty sure I deserved to have a space. But he shoved me off track, eventually nearly made me retire. I guess I was lucky that I could stay away from the wall and the other cars. But damn, this is the worst start for my home Grand Prix. Okay, let's switch our minds. We cut up the Albon on the exit of the hairpin. We're going side by side on the long right-hander. We are so close to contact as we go into the spoon curve. We're taking the outside line, making a late braking, but I went too deep. I got over the white line, so this move won't be allowed. I let Alex by from the inside. Fair play between old teammates. But I have to get out of this pack or I will lose the chance of finishing in the points. So I have to go aggressive on Alex. As we approach turn 3, I look to the inside, but he moved late to the inside and we made contact a bit. But I send the move to the inside again on turn 5. As Alex kindly gave me room this time. We're up to P19, right behind my teammate who had retired in Q2. Looks like he lost many positions at the start as well. Both McLaren drivers had a difficult start. And here comes the hard part. As I said, this track is hard to overtake because it's too narrow for modern cars. And it will be harder if we are against the fast cars. For several reasons, cars should not be down here like the Aston Martin, Mercedes and McLaren are in this pack. And since my teammate is in front of me, I can't go aggressive. I'm caught up behind Oscar in this rear pack. I'm pushing him through the corners and I asked my team to let me by, but they ignored it. So it looks like I have to get ahead by myself. Here we are running around the final chicane. Oh, smoke ahead! Someone made contact on the exit of the chicane. As we come back to the home straight, everyone is going wild. Ricardo and Alonso are going wheel to wheel. Will Piastri make a 3-1 from the inside? No, he switched back, but Alonso has the inside line, and Oscar is making a lunge on Ricardo as well. Piastri forces to compare it off track, and we're going for it as well. And we got ahead of Ricardo, and we're not over yet. I'm looking to the inside of my teammate in the middle of the S's. I tried to make a move on Alonso from the outside of turn 6, but I had a flashback of what happened to me on the opening lap. So I didn't risk it here, but that was an aggressive move against my teammate. We managed to get ahead. We're up to P17. However, Piastri is not in the shape of teamwork today. I went deep a bit under braking, and Piastri is looking to my inside. I almost ran out of room, so I had to back out. My teammate got back in front of me. This battle between teammates in this low position is meaningless. Maybe he wasn't happy about me overtaking him in his own Grand Prix back in round 1. I guess there will be no mercy between two McLaren drivers. There's nothing between the two of us. We're getting closer and closer. Can I make a move into the chicane? This is a corner where McLaren has trauma, I think you remember. I'm looking to the inside. Oh, crash ahead! I nearly ran into the back of Alonso. My four wheels got fully locked up, and I had to cut the chicane. I saw the yellow flag was out, and it was Hamilton and Norris. The two drivers started from the front row, came together. Hamilton is down to P13, and Norris is in the dead last. Chaos, absolute chaos this Japanese Grand Prix. 5 of 8 top team drivers are in the back of the field. This is unbelievable. And we again made a close move on my teammate in the SS. We got ahead of him again. The race is already in lap 5, but I'm still in P16. I'm struggling to gain position because of this narrow and technical track. And on the same lap, I was having a great run on Alonso, but then suddenly the safety car has been deployed. I don't know why, but maybe because of the collision between Norris and Hamilton on the previous lap, I guess. But this safety car won't help us or put us in a bad position. I thought about pitting this lap, but the soft tire won't make it to the end, and I don't have a full set of hards because I used them in qualifying. So I had no choice but to stay out, and the other teams thought the same. No one has pitted under safety car. After 2 laps, the safety car will be ending. The restart will be crucial. Can we get ahead of Alonso right after the start? As we exit the chicane, Alonso has made a brilliant launch. He's already miles ahead of me. We're crossing the line and going into lap 8. It's green, we're back in racing. Although Alonso made a lightning restart, I caught up on him in turn 1. I'm trying to squeeze through, but the 2-time champ didn't let me by so easily. We're almost halfway done the race, but I'm still nowhere close to the points. I have to get ahead of these cars fast, but as I said, it's tough to overtake on this track. I'll even try to overtake Degnar, but of course I couldn't make it here. I'm actually getting frustrated. This is my home Grand Prix. I want to make a good result in front of my home crowd. And maybe my wish has been delivered as we approach the chicane. We're approaching lap 9. Oh, Alonso! He had gone 2 wheels on the exit. And also, I nearly lost the car. Now my teammate Piastri is right behind me. I have to close the inside into turn 1. Almost going side by side, but his speed won't be enough. We stayed ahead, but whoa, my god! I went 4-wheel drifting on turn 2. We were so lucky to stay on track and ahead of my teammate. That was absolutely incredible. I did an initial D, or should I say Max Verstappen drift. Well, I guess my team and the fans in the stand were so close to comfort. We're going into lap 11 and several cars have gone to the pits. I'm starting to lose grip, but I decided to stay out for a few more laps. As we go into the SS, we are very close to Hamilton. In fact, we backed wheels and he hit my front wing as well. He probably has more grip at this point since he is on the hard compound tire. And he's having a much better straight line speed as well. That team is the 4 consecutive Constructor Champions, you know. On lap 13, we're finally called to the pit. We will change to softs for the last 6 laps. And looks like Hamilton was called to the pit as well.
We won't make it to the
I
finish
stayed
line.
there longer than I planned because the safety car came in. Where will we rejoin? Is it possible to finish in the points on my home Grand Prix? This rejoining position will be crucial. As we exit the pit lane, there goes Russell. We rejoined in P14. Well, I'm afraid we've lost a couple of positions. I guess hanging on to that medium tire longer wasn't a good idea. But we do have the fresher soft tire compared to Russell and others. Let's chase down the pack ahead. It's game on now. And as we go through Dagner, this tire has mega grip. I immediately caught up Russell and Hamilton. As we go into the hairpin, Russell looked to the inside, but Hamilton closed the line. We tapped the rear of Russell on the apex, a little cheeky move from racing car. We're going wheel to wheel on the exit. We're scrambling wheels. Russell stayed ahead, having the inside line. He moved across to close the inside into the sprint curve. We're forced to go to the outside. We're trying to hang on, but Russell left me no room on the outside. I had no choice but to back out. Russell is very aggressive on defense. But on the next lap, in the exact same corner, we gained massively on Russell. He got unstable on the exit. We were right on his gearbox as we run down the back straight. I'm using ERS in overtake mode. Russell is closing the inside line, but I'm going even deeper down to the inside. We're going side by side as we approach 130R. We got ahead. We're up to P13. But he's not done yet. He will have DRS on the main straight as we come out of the final corner. And we made a massive wheel spin. Russell's right behind me. I'm making a defensive move, leaving no room on the inside. And by using my very last DRS in overtake mode, we managed to stay ahead. The pace in this tire is unbelievable. We immediately caught up to Hamilton on the SS. I'm making a move to the inside, but I clipped the curve and nearly lost the car but managed to stay on track. However, Hamilton slipped through the inside. We again got disturbed by the curve. This is really getting to my nerves. In fact, I was so frustrated that I sent it down to the inside on Dagner. I never made an overtake in that corner like that before, and we're moving left to right to stay ahead. We're going into the hairpin from the inside. Hamilton is hitting my rear, but I aggressively shut the door on the outside. But Hamilton is still close behind. He's having much better straight line speed than us. I'm closing the inside into the sprint corner. We managed to stay ahead. We're up to P12. But I think Hamilton will be complaining about my defense. That was, a pretty gray area move. But this is my home race, who cares? I just want to finish in the points in front of my fans. On the next lap, we again caught up to the pack in the SS. And I pulled out my favorite move again in turn 5. We got ahead of Duhan. The curve didn't disturb me this time. We're up to P11. We only have one more position to go to be back in the points. And the next car, Ocon, is right under my nose. As we approach Dagner, we again try to make a move to the inside here, but this time Ocon managed to cover me from the outside. He stayed ahead of me. But as we approach the spoon corner, I make contact with Ocon on the entry.
Okay?
He might be struggling for grip on his old soft tire, or maybe he made a mistake. Whatever the cause, we are getting closer and closer on the back straight. I'm using ERS. We're looking to the inside. We're going wheel to wheel. We got ahead of Ocon, and finally, we are back in the points. It was hard, so hard to come back to the points. But Bortoleto and Berman are quite close ahead. And we again caught up to them in the S's. We get massively on Berman. We're moving left to right and we send it down to the inside into turn 5. We got ahead of the Haas. We're up to P9. And Bortoleto is in 8th place currently. What a performance he's showing. But he will be the next target. We only have one more lap left after this lap. Can we get ahead of him? Here we are on the back straight. Bortoleto was surprisingly fast in the middle sector. He's doing a great job in the Audi. As we approach the final sector, we're getting very close to him and making a move to the inside into the chicane. Oh, we made contact! I nearly lost the car, but I think I can still rejoin the points. Ocon. Ocon pushed me back to the gravel. Absolutely cinema. He really deserves a penalty for that, huh? But this is a disaster. We're going into the final lap, but we're back in P14 again. Is it possible for us to overtake 4 cars and be back in the points? There are not many chances to make a pass. I'm super aggressive on the curves. I have to risk everything. And thanks to it, we soon caught up to the pack. As we approach Tegner, we have to be super aggressive. Oh, we made the pass from the inside on Tegner 1. That's 1 car down. The next car is Hamilton. We made contact a bit on the exit. Hamilton is looking to the inside of Doohan. But whoa, my phone is almost out of battery. This is literally the last chance. We are running out of corners and batteries. As we go around the long right-hander, Hamilton looks to be too far ahead, but I can't wait more longer. I made a super late braking and sent it down to the inside of Hamilton from a long way back. Hamilton had to take an evasive action. We got ahead of Hamilton with a superb move, but this is not enough. I have to overtake 2 more cars to be back in the points. I have to do it. I have to go for it. We torpedoed against Doohan, but it was just not enough. We backed wheels and we forced Doohan wide and forced him to cut the corner, but it was just not enough. We finished P12 for my home Grand Prix.
But you've managed well.
Verstappen finished first. Oh, unbelievable. Leclerc came second, and Lance Stroll finished third. I wonder how much did his father pay? Okay, just kidding. Lawson, who had been replaced before this Grand Prix in real life, came in fourth, followed by Antonelli, Hunter, and the Japanese driver who started from P18 finished in P7. Yuki Tsunoda finished in the points in front of his home crowd. Brilliant performance from Bortoleto, he finished 8th, and Ocon rounded up the top 10. It was a disastrous race for us. I couldn't finish in the points in my home race, and my teammate Oscar couldn't come back to the points as well. But Hamilton, Russell, and Norris, the drivers from the top 3 teams, couldn't finish in the points as well. What a chaotic Japanese Grand Prix that was. The champion from Season 1 and 2, Charles Leclerc, is now in the lead in the standings. The champion from Season 3, Max Verstappen, follows in second. We couldn't add points today. We are down to P4, 14 points behind the leader. But it is just the first 3 races completed, so let's keep our heads down. Ferrari is in the lead in the constructor standings. They are in a good shape for being the 5 consecutive champions. We couldn't score any points this weekend. We are 12 points behind Ferrari. But let's keep pushing. We still have 13 races to go. So guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and leave a comment. Please comment your thoughts about the incident between me and Max. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the Bahrain Grand Prix, which is the next round of the season. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.